such nice boys. It does my heart good to con a couple of Class A suckaroonies like those two.
You got a grudge or vendetta against a family member, friend, partner? Well, now's your chance to get the perfect revenge. I'm serious, if you've had revenge you've been planning for a long time, this holiday season is the perfect opportunity to get back at them.
Come on, everybody. If you don't believe in him, he can't hurt you.
Yes, I am challenging you to do the unthinkable. You tell me, Fred, I may as well just burn $200 in front of you. It's the same thing. Nope. You really want to get back at someone, you buy them that PlayStation Portal and get them a copy of Spider-Man 2 while you're at it.
You know what?
Tango.
You're not a good friend.
You really want someone to leave you on red for the rest of your life? Nab them a PS Portal, tell them nothing about what it is, and also make sure the person you're giving it to doesn't have a PS5.
All history's greatest monsters, you are by far the most evil thing I've encountered.
You'll end up with more dents in your face than Dreamcast guy.
This is the exact product that I have been craving.
I'm telling you, the PlayStation Portal is going to tear a lot of family members apart, because you know a good chunk of them are purchasing this thing thinking it's a new handheld PlayStation console. So what's Dad going to do when Hector shows up and says, "What the hell, Pops? I stepped outside of the house and I lost all functionality of my PS Portal. You mean to tell me you bought me a useless paperweight?" Yes, Hector, that is exactly what your dad did, because the marketing for the PlayStation Portal was terrible. And yet, somehow this thing has sold out everywhere already, with customers actually having trouble finding them out in the wild. It turns out it was quite a popular product, flying off the shelves almost immediately. Well, let's be real, scalpers bought them all out. Now it's quite hilarious, isn't it? Back in 2013 when the Xbox One was revealed, the outrage gamers had over DRM consoles is practically what killed the Xbox brand and has left it in last place for 2 entire console generations. Yet here we are in 2023 and the new PlayStation 5 consoles require an online connection to activate the unit. That's right, this console with the disk drive requires the internet at least one time to register and function. Sony took that DRM method to the next level, because not only is the PlayStation Portal not a standalone handheld console, it's also not even a proper tablet. The thing has no functionality without a PS5. And what's even worse is that it has to be tethered to your internet. Otherwise it won't work, because it streams the games over your Wi-Fi straight to the $200 tablet that should realistically be $50, because all it really is a screen. It doesn't even have Bluetooth support.
This is the exact product that I have been craving.
It is, by definition, a paperweight. If you're one of those basic bitches that enjoys the concept of gaming on the go, this is not the device that's going to do that, unless you can figure out how to take your living room on the go with you. It's one of those devices that no one ever asked for, because it doesn't really fit anywhere in anyone's life. I mean, if you want to guess how successful this thing will be, just take a look at the Wii U. Frit put down the sass and Molly, and the salvia, and the nitrous, and the LSD, and the shrooms, and the dabs, and the hash, and the peyote, and the beer, and the kratom, and think properly for once. This is a really cool device. It's a PlayStation-themed tablet. Wouldn't it be cool to sit down at a Starbucks and just access the internet, see what your friends are up to? Oh, wait.
I packed it up and took it to Dunkin' Donuts, which, as a New Englander, I am required by law to visit at least once per month. I'd hoped to test its performance on public Wi-Fi, but this was a total bust. Dunkin', like many chains, airports, libraries, hotels, and other locations offering guest Wi-Fi, requires you to visit a website and acknowledge its terms of service before allowing you onto their network. And the portal has no web browser to allow such an interaction. That is a huge bummer, because pretty much any place you'd want to use it outside your house is going to require that initial login page. This seems like something that could be handled in a future update, but for now, you are out of luck.
Whoa. This is worthless.
That's right. That BlackBerry from 2008 buried in your drawers somewhere has more functionality and uses than the tablets from 2023 built by Sony. Well, so what, Fred? I'm an introvert. I don't go out anyway. I stay home all day and play video games. I'm so addicted to games, I can't get my eyes off the screen. So something like the PS Portal is very useful to me. That means I can continue my no-life gaming sessions on the toilet, in bed, on the couch, in my backyard. You know what? To those that actually find that type of functionality in it, good for you. Legit, good for you. Although it is slightly faster to do it running off the app on your iPhone than it is on the actual official PS Portal, which was tested out here on this channel.
Test runs I did, the Portal was just a tad slower than my iPhone using the official app when remotely starting the PS5. For whatever reason, the Portal seems to stall just a few seconds longer on the controller screen on PS5. Assuming you don't always power down your Portal completely, it will be about as quick to connect. Same for if your PS5 is already on. The reconnect process is just a few seconds, but again, slightly faster on iPhone.
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie, I'm getting cooked.
Minuscule differences, but still, all you're really paying for is a bigger screen. That is it. That is all this $200 device is, a bigger screen. 1080p at that. Now, I know it sounds gimmicky, but I mean, if they actually use this thing to display like a miniature map for the player, or have actual interactive moments utilizing the touch screen, I don't know, like mini games that are played on it, that would be a lot better than what we've got right now, which is basically just mirroring what's on the PS5 on a tablet in your hands. The concept can already be done with whatever phone is in your pocket right now, in which case, buy a real tablet, and then just use that to stream PlayStation games through the app. It's slightly faster, and the tablet will have actual purpose and usage outside of the house. For God's sake, have products in your pockets you would actually be proud of being robbed of. If you got jacked for a PS Portal, you would be the laughing stock of your block. Don't be the guy caught with the PS Portal at a party. Hell, wear a mask when you buy the damn thing. The cashier will understand what's going on. The great shame one has to live with knowing they purchased this thing may leave your face to rot away. Which explains why IGN's reviewer has been looking a little ghoulish lately. Because they put out their own review, which was basically one giant criticism, pointing out some major flaws of this device. And yet, for some reason, IGN couldn't help but slap an 8 out of 10 on it.
The Portal only plays games via remote play, so it's not like you can play it on the go. There's no version with a cellular connection, or without also owning a PlayStation 5. There is literally nothing else it can do. That seems like a bit of a bummer given the $200 price tag.
1 minute, 37 seconds later.
Call this a must-own device for every PS5 owner who enjoys playing games on handheld or has to compete for the household TV.
Can't spell ignorant without IGN.
And so they've received quite a hefty ratio. Well, the conclusion is that the PS Portal is great for what it was built to do, which was less than a phone, less than a tablet, less than a BlackBerry, less than a laptop, even less than a Switch. This may very well be the most useless tablet ever created, or at the very least runner-up for that title. Seriously, you would be better off with your phone thanks to its Bluetooth capabilities alone, because the lack of Bluetooth absolutely destroys the purpose of this device. Being able to play late at night while everyone's asleep with your nice, comfy Sony earbuds.
Stop showing me earbuds! Stop showing me earbuds!
But no, they somehow couldn't afford to fit Bluetooth onto this $200 tablet. It's the handheld device you're supposed to leave at home. Aren't Sony's engineers just the absolute best? 8 out of 10, honestly, 8 out of 10. You don't understand, this is small town folk hardware. Yes, well, if this device fits into your life, like I said, good on you, you're a rarity. We should definitely have you guys study. To some, it's a novelty. They like it. One of those rare devices that they want to preserve, just for the laughs, and I understand that. We're going to look back at this thing like it was the Virtual Boy, except the Virtual Boy actually had functionality on the go. But within minutes of the review, we already had PlayStation fanboys setting up Twitter spaces to praise the PlayStation Portal. Yes, let's just give Sony credit for overcharging us for a remote play. That's an inferior experience to the remote play on my phone. I mean, I can't blame them. This is the closest they're ever going to get to the Vita ever again. They so desperately crave for that handheld experience that they once had, which I get because I am actually a huge fan of PlayStation's portable devices. They were amazing. Letting my PS Vita go was the greatest mistake I ever made. Now that was a classy device you could show up to any party with. It was the working man's handheld. Untouchable. Oh, how the mighty have fallen. PlayStation, once delivering banger-ass handheld devices, is now delivering you tablets that can barely connect to the internet and don't work unless you already have a $500 console. Sony hates y'all ponies. Sony hates you guys. And it's beautiful. I love it. Your daddy hates you. And meanwhile, all you have is nothing but good things to say about him. Now, to be fair, we won't know the true capabilities of this thing until it's finally jailbroken, but I'm willing to bet it won't be an experience any better than a Raspberry Pi. If you're a normie, look it up. I'm too goddamn lazy to explain to you what a Raspberry Pi is. This isn't only quite possibly Sony's worst device to date, but probably the worst device of the year. Hell, maybe even of the decade. We'll see. Don't count out Microsoft just yet. But yeah, whatever you say, reviewer, with the PlayStation jacket and the blue beanie. Oh my god! They literally wear the blue beanie in real life. Ah! It is not a meme. It is very real. Like this. Just like, comment, share, subscribe, you so choose to. And I'm gonna go cry about the Vita I sold years ago. Later.
Fritango sucks ass.